Welcome to the Lady Panther preseason preview. And this segment 3, we're going to take a look at the schedule for the Lady Panthers this year. They have the usual 30 games that they can play. 8 of them are non-conference. 5 out of those 8 are on the road. And then the usual 22-game conference schedule, of which 11 are home, 11 are away. So, Mike, let's first talk about our non-conference schedule. You open the season a week from tomorrow down in Florida. You'll play 3 games starting with Florida Memorial.
I think it's going to be 3 good games. I don't know Florida Memorial, what they've done in the past, but we're going to play them down at their place. Palm Beach Atlantic Division II school is very good, and Northwood University is very good. I just on their home courts playing 3 games, and they're all playing 1. So other than Florida Memorial, they're going to be able to tee up on us and watch us. So, you're at a disadvantage, but I think it's going to be good for us to go play 3 games in 4 days down there, especially to start the season. And I think with our depth, I think we're ready for it. I hope we're ready for it.
And then we come back and we'll go to Milwaukee the following week and play the always good Cardinal Stritch team. In fact, we'll play them in their little bandbox gym, which doesn't help us at all either. And it's a team that we played twice and fortunately were able to beat twice last year. But they'll be very good. Saginaw Valley State, GLIAC School. Calvin College comes here, the MIAA defending 3-time champions. So you got a very tough non-conference schedule. And I know you set it up that way just to test your kids.
We did. We thought last year it wasn't as strong, and we didn't really know where we were going to be. And actually this year we really don't know where we're going to be either, losing 5 starters. But I think you're getting tested. I think you're getting tested on the road. We got a couple good home contests, and you have to do that. You have to do that to get ready for your conference season. You have to get ready for nationals. You got to play some good teams, and we only can play 8 non-conference games, which in the past it's been 12. So it makes it a little trickier to kind of balance that schedule. But I think we've done a pretty good job, this year in doing that.
Then we'll get into Wolverine-Hoosier Athletic Conference play. We're the 7-time defending champions there, so we've always got a big bullseye on our back. And the conference poll just came out, coaches poll last week. We were picked number 1 as usual. 2 was Siena Heights, 3 Madonna, 4 was Concordia, which kind of surprised me, and then number 5, Indiana Tech. How do you feel about that poll?
Well, it's tough to see. Obviously, you got a lot of respect for what this program is and who Davenport is by being picked to win it, but it's hard to. I told our players today, I said, I don't know how you're picked to finish first when you lose 5 starters, a first-team All-American, and you have nobody on the All-Conference preseason team. But it says a lot about who you are, and it's a good thing. You'd rather be, probably picked to win than picked to finish last. But it is what it is. It's a vote. It's a preseason poll. It means nothing, and our players know that. I think the conference this year is going to be solid again. I think you look at the top of the teams up there. Siena Heights is the team that I picked to win it. They return, them and Indiana Tech return the most players, starters, and they were good last year. You got Indiana Tech's got 2 on the first team, so they're going to be solid. And Madonna had a couple transfers, which is going to help them. And Concordia, Cornerstone, Aquinas. It's a good league. It's just a solid league, and you've got to be ready to play every night.
Should mention that there are 3 new coaches in the league this year. U of M Dearborn has a new coach along with Lords and also Concordia, so that'll be interesting as well. You've got a new coaching staff, not a new coaching staff, you've got 2 new coaches to your staff. Russ Rose, ex-player here, who's coached at the high school level and then worked up at Central Michigan last year in their program. And then Kayla Gross, who was a member of our program, a 5-year member, played on our conference and our NAIA tournament team, and she's back to coach for as well. So you want to talk a little bit about maybe their responsibilities?
Yeah, absolutely. And we've got a great situation. Obviously I joke a lot about having coaches that do everything, and I don't really have to do anything. And in some regards, that is true. Kayla stepped on, and she's done a really good job with the academics. She's done good with travel, tape exchange, player development, helping out in practice, and just another liaison between the players and myself. And she's mature enough and wants to coach enough that she separates herself when she has to, but yet she's in touch with what they're doing, and she understands what they're going through, and she can relate that to me. And then Russ obviously is he's a basketball junkie. I mean, the guy is absolutely on top of whatever he does. Last he put together a coaches clinic that we had Davenport. I told him I think it's the first coaches clinic in West Michigan since I can remember. And we had 89 high school coaches here and then Wednesday night. So it was unbelievable. And, he's an X and O's guy. He's helped me with the offense a little bit and putting in some plays and some sets and, helps out a little bit with practice preparation and also does a great job working out our players. All our coaches do. Coach Jory's done the same thing. They're spending time outside of practice on player development, and I think that's really going to be a key as the season wears on.
One last question, Mike. Where do you see this team at this point in the season right now as far as what your expectations are?
Probably like always, not as good as you want them to be, but about where you expect them to be. And, I think that – I don't know. It's a good question. We just went and played 3 scrimmage games and didn't really get a good indication of how good we're going to be. We've got a scrimmage tomorrow against St. Clair, was really good. And then Saginaw on Saturday might give us a better look. But, I guess until you start turning the lights on and putting the jerseys on, you really don't know where you're at. I think we've got some depth. I think we've got some talent. And I think it's going to be a lot of, not necessarily leadership, but confidence in playing in games and playing in big games. Because I think we got good leaders, but it's a matter of how confident are they going to be. And I think that's the million-dollar question for this team.
Well, Mike, as I said earlier, a week from tomorrow, the lights go on, the uniforms go on, and the season starts again. So good luck, and we'll look forward to covering you throughout the season. That's head coach Mike Williams of the Davenport Lady Panthers, and that's our Panther preview.